That question, I would have said you're crazy, but I have two kids now, and I have a family, and I want to spend time with the family.
Whether you're a fan or not, there's no denying that Sir Elton John is one of the most iconic and influential musicians still alive today. Over the years, Elton has become a household name, known for his flamboyant stage presence, incredible songwriting, and powerful voice. His music transcends generations, and his larger-than-life personality has made him a beloved figure, not only in the music industry, but across the world. Like many legendary artists, Elton's journey to fame wasn't easy, and it began from very humble beginnings. He has earned his place as one of the world's most famous and successful musicians through hard work, talent, and perseverance. But there's more to this eccentric star than just his talent and flashy outfits. Elton John's life is filled with fascinating secrets that have only recently come to light. Despite his larger-than-life persona, he has recently revealed something that has shocked many fans. But before we dive into his big secret, let's take a step back and explore what makes Elton John the legend he is today, starting from his early life and career. First of all, you might be surprised to learn that Elton John's real name isn't even close to the name we've all known for decades. Born on March 25, 1947 in Pinner, England, Elton was given the name Reginald Kenneth Dwight by his parents, Stanley Dwight and Sheila Eileen. From a young age, Reginald, soon to be known as Elton, showed an incredible passion for music. At just 4 years old, he began teaching himself to play the piano, which quickly became his lifelong companion. His undeniable talent caught the attention of many, and by the age of 11, he won a scholarship to a youth program at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London. It was here that Elton's potential as a future superstar began to shine, though his path to stardom wasn't without its challenges. Despite his obvious talent, Elton's relationship with his parents, particularly his father, was strained. His father, Stanley, was a member of the Royal Air Force, and the two clashed over Elton's dreams of pursuing a career in music. Stanley was especially disappointed when Elton dropped out of school at the age of 17 to follow his passion for pop music, which was heavily influenced by early rock and roll. Growing up in a conservative British household, Elton's ambitions didn't align with his parents' expectations, but he was determined to make his dreams a reality. Elton's mother, Sheila, was more supportive of his musical endeavors, but their relationship, too, was far from perfect. Elton later shared that while his mother encouraged him musically, she was also a tough and sometimes cruel figure in his life. These early family dynamics would go on to shape much of Elton's later struggles, both personally and professionally. In the mid-1960s, Elton's journey as a professional musician began to take shape when he joined a band called Bluesology. It was this band that would eventually influence the creation of his famous stage name. Elton adopted his first name from Bluesology's saxophonist Elton Dean, and his last name from his mentor and friend, Long John Baldry. Thus, the persona of Elton John was born. In 1967, Elton responded to an ad for a songwriter position at Liberty Records. This proved to be a pivotal moment in his career, as it led to his partnership with lyricist Bernie Taupin, a collaboration that would define much of Elton's career. The two were a perfect match, with Bernie handling the lyrics and Elton composing the music. Their partnership was unique in that they rarely wrote songs together in the same room. Instead, Bernie would write the lyrics and send them to Elton, who would then create the music. This unconventional method worked wonders as the duo went on to create some of the most iconic songs in music history. Together, Elton and Bernie began writing songs for other artists, but it wasn't long before Elton began to emerge as a solo artist. In 1969, he released his debut album Empty Sky *, though it didn't receive much attention. His real breakthrough came with his self-titled album in 1970, which featured the hit song Your Song. This song became an instant success and marked the beginning of Elton's rise to stardom. Your Song was a game changer for Elton, propelling him into the spotlight and showcasing his ability to craft deeply emotional and memorable music. The simplicity of the lyrics, combined with Elton's heartfelt delivery, resonated with audiences around the world. It was clear that this was only the beginning of what would be a long and successful career. Following the success of Your Song, Elton's career skyrocketed. Throughout the 1970s, he churned out hit after hit, including chart-topping singles like Crocodile Rock, Benny and the Jets, and Island Girl. During this period, he also released a series of best-selling albums such as Asterisk Goodbye Yellow Brick Road Asterisk 1973 and Asterisk Rock of the Westies Asterisk 1975. These albums, along with his electrifying live performances, solidified his status as one of the most popular and successful musicians of the decade. Elton's music during this time was defined by its diversity, ranging from rock to ballads to disco-infused pop. His ability to effortlessly switch between genres made him stand out among his peers and ensured that his music appealed to a wide range of listeners. Whether he was belting out an upbeat anthem or singing a tender love song, Elton's versatility as a performer was unmatched. One thing that set Elton apart from other artists of his time was his bold sense of fashion. He became famous for his elaborate stage costumes and flamboyant glasses, which added an extra layer of entertainment to his already impressive performances. In an interview, Elton explained that since he wasn't a conventional sex symbol like David Bowie or Freddie Mercury, he used his eccentric wardrobe to capture people's attention. "If I was going to be stuck at the piano for 2 hours, I was going to make sure people stared at me," he said. And stared they did. Elton's extravagant outfits became an integral part of his identity as an artist. Whether he was wearing a sequined jumpsuit, feathered boas, or oversized sunglasses, his fashion choices were as much a part of the show as the music itself. He embraced the idea of using fashion as a form of self-expression, and his willingness to push boundaries helped him build an even larger fan base. In 1976, Elton once again dominated the charts with his duet "Don't Go Breaking My Heart" with Kiki D. However, around this time, Elton made a surprising decision. He announced that he was taking a break from music to focus on his other passion, soccer. Elton co-owned a soccer team in England and dedicated some of his time to the sport during his brief hiatus from the music scene. But that wasn't the only major announcement Elton made in the 1970s. In a time when it was difficult to be open about one's sexuality, especially in the entertainment industry, Elton publicly revealed that he was bisexual. His revelation was met with both support and backlash, and it would take years for the world to fully accept and embrace his honesty. At the time, coming out as bisexual was a bold and courageous move, especially for someone in the public eye. The 1970s were not as accepting of different sexual orientations as they are today, and Elton faced criticism and even hostility from some quarters. However, his decision to live openly and authentically helped pave the way for future generations of LGBTQ+ artists to be themselves without fear of judgment. In 1979, Elton made a triumphant return to music with the release of his album Asterisk, a single man asterisk. Though the 1980s weren't as commercially successful for him as the previous decade, he still managed to produce memorable hits such as Little Genie and Empty Garden, Hey Hey Johnny, a tribute to his close friend John Lennon, who was tragically murdered in 1980. Elton's friendship with John Lennon was one of the most important relationships of his life. The two shared a deep bond, both personally and musically. When Lennon was killed, Elton was devastated, and Empty Garden served as a heartfelt tribute to his fallen friend. The song's poignant lyrics and emotional delivery made it one of Elton's most touching and personal works. As the 1990s rolled around, Elton continued to evolve as an artist, expanding his creative horizons by collaborating with lyricist Tim Rice. Together, they worked on the soundtrack for Disney's Asterisk, The Lion King Asterisk, 1994, which became one of Elton's most celebrated works. The song Can You Feel the Love Tonight earned him his first Academy Award for Best Original Song. The duo also received a Tony Award in 2000 for their work on the musical Ida Asterisk. The success of The Lion King marked a new chapter in Elton's career. The film's soundtrack introduced his music to a new generation of fans, and the success of Can You Feel the Love Tonight cemented his status as one of the most versatile and accomplished songwriters in the industry. The song's universal appeal and timeless quality have made it one of Elton's signature tracks. Throughout the years, Elton's contributions to music and the arts were recognized with numerous accolades. In 1994, he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and in 1997, he was knighted by Queen Elizabeth II, officially becoming Sir Elton John. These honors were well-deserved for a man who had spent decades captivating audiences and making a lasting impact on the music industry. Despite his professional success, the late 1990s were marked by personal tragedy for Elton. In 1997, he lost two close friends, fashion designer Gianni Versace and Princess Diana. To honor Diana, Elton rewrote the lyrics to his 1973 hit Candle in the Wind and performed the song at her funeral. The tribute became a global sensation, selling over 30 million copies and earning Elton yet another Grammy Award. The emotional performance remains one of the most poignant moments in his career. Elton's relationship with Princess Diana was one of mutual admiration and respect. They shared a close friendship, and her untimely death deeply affected him. Candle in the Wind became a symbol of mourning for millions of people around the world, and Elton's performance at Diana's funeral was a powerful tribute to her life and legacy. As he continued into the 2000s, Elton showed no signs of slowing down. In 2006, he released The Captain and the Kid Asterisk, a sequel to his 1975 autobiographical album Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy Asterisk. He also teamed up with Leon Russell for the 2010 album The Union Asterisk, which led to a joint tour. In 2013, Elton released his 30th studio album The Diving Board Asterisk, followed by Wonderful Crazy Night Asterisk in 2016. Both albums received generally positive reviews and were praised for their musical depth and Elton's continued evolution as an artist. Although Elton began to scale back on his live performances in recent years, he remains one of the most beloved live acts in music history. In 2012, he performed alongside music legends such as Paul McCartney, Eric Clapton, and Stevie Wonder during the celebrations for Queen Elizabeth's 60th year on the throne. In 2019, a biographical film about his life, Rocket Man, was released, giving fans a deeper look into his extraordinary journey. That same year, Elton published his autobiography, Me, offering even more insight into his personal struggles and triumphs. Then, in 2018, Elton made a surprising announcement. He would be retiring from touring after completing his Farewell Yellow Brick Road tour. "My priorities have changed," he explained, expressing a desire to spend more time with his husband, David Furnish, and their two children. This marked the end of an era for one of the world's most iconic performers. Elton's personal life has been as colorful and complex as his career. His relationship with his parents, particularly his mother Sheila, was often strained. For nearly 8 years, Elton was estranged from his mother after a bitter argument in 2008. The rift began when Elton fired 2 longtime employees who had close ties to his mother. When he demanded that Sheila cut ties with them as well, she refused. This led to a heated exchange, during which Sheila allegedly insulted Elton's husband, David Furnish, and Elton declared that he hated his mother. They didn't speak for years, except for the occasional tirades traded through the media. However, the two eventually reconciled in 2015, just before Sheila's passing in 2017. Elton's life has been far from perfect, and he has faced numerous controversies throughout his career. In 2016, he raised eyebrows during an interview when he shared awkward anecdotes about his teenage experiences with intimacy, leading to public backlash. He also made controversial comments about fellow musician Ed Sheeran's weight, which many felt were unnecessary and mean-spirited. Despite these scandals, Elton has managed to maintain his status as one of the most beloved and respected figures in the music industry. Beyond the controversies, one of the most significant challenges Elton faced was his battle with addiction. Throughout the 1970s and 80s, Elton struggled with substance abuse, which nearly cost him his life. He has been open about his addiction, describing how it consumed him during his peak years as a performer. In one interview, he revealed that his substance abuse led to severe health issues, including epileptic seizures. But after meeting Ryan White, a teenage hemophiliac who contracted HIV through a blood transfusion, Elton began his journey towards sobriety. Inspired by Ryan's courage, Elton founded the Elton John AIDS Foundation in 1992, which has since raised over $565 million to support HIV/AIDS programs worldwide. Today, Elton is proud to be sober for over 3 decades, but he acknowledges that addiction is a lifelong battle. He still has vivid dreams about his past substance use, but he uses these dreams as a reminder of how far he has come. In 2013, Elton faced another health scare when he was misdiagnosed with appendicitis, forcing him to reassess his life and slow down his relentless work schedule. Now, as a father to 2 sons, Elton focuses on his family and continues to reflect on his incredible life and career. His story is one of resilience, talent, and the ability to overcome personal demons while leaving an indelible mark on the world of music. Which of these facts about Elton John surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting content.